Hello and welcome to this month's new moon reading. We just had the new moon this past weekend, so I am here to check in with you all, connect. I hope you're feeling nourished as much as you can as we are in mid-spring, transitioning into summer soon in the northern hemisphere anyways. This is my favorite time of year. Because the plants are growing in abundance and really giving, and there's so much medicine during this time of year. I just harvested some horsetail and some nettle, and I kind of want to talk about horsetail for a minute. This beautiful, beautiful plant, which is actually a living fossil. This is an ancient plant and is considered a living fossil, which is so amazing. Look at this. Unreal. And what I love most about this plant is how nourishing it is for our hair. And if those of you who are watching this don't know this already, I do own an herbal hair care line called Ka Herbal Hair Care. And horsetail is one of the main herbs we use in a few of our products to specifically promote new hair growth and nourishment, shine. Horsetail is not only high in antioxidants, antifungal, anti-inflammatory, it also is high in silica. And silica is a combination of silicone and oxygen that somehow magically creates nourishment for our hair, our nails, our skin. And really, with the new hair growth it promotes, it's because it's strengthening each individual hair strand because of the high nutrient density that this plant holds. And nettle, stinging nettle, horsetail's friend. I feel like they grow together a lot. Nettle is also an ally we use in many of our hair products that use horsetail because it is also high in silica. I just want to take a moment to honor these plants. And I'm curious for those of you who are watching that work with plants and forage, how you connect with the plants. And I'm going to share how I connect with them for my foraging practice to keep it as ethical as I can, while also building an actual relationship with the plants. So I will first always ask the plant, can I harvest you? Can I work with your medicine? And listen. And I will just hear it in my head, like, yes or no. And if it is a no, you really truly need to honor that. And you can still connect with the plant energetically and in other ways. It's just showing that you respect the plant and their boundaries. I love to sit with the plant after foraging, after harvesting, and just really look at the plant. Look at the colors, the fibers, the makeup of its whole being in awe and gratitude. Obviously, working with the plant is another way of building a relationship by learning about the nourishment it offers, whether it's topically, ingesting it, or just energetically. Like, for example, before I even worked with nettle, ingesting nettle, and before I even met nettle in the world, I worked with nettle spirit energetically and the protection that nettle offers. It is energetically, it's a highly protective plant because if you think about it, stinging nettle, it's protecting itself. Like, if you if you don't respect stinging nettle, you're going to get stung. And obviously, even respecting the plant, you can still get stung because that's just life. So I would say the most important thing is listening to the plant and making sure they want to be harvested, they want to be worked with. And that doesn't mean that if you get a no from the horsetail that you are wanting to harvest, that doesn't mean going to a different place horsetail's growing, it's going to be the same answer. It may just be that spot. Maybe someone else already harvested and so they're just wanting to have a break. Because that's the other thing with foraging, is always making sure that you leave enough for the earth, the creatures that may feed off of the plant, and the plant itself, making sure you know if it is endangered, invasive native plants are always the best to harvest, which is horsetail, nettle, the mint family, these herbs that spread and will grow everywhere and anywhere. Those are always great to go for foraging. I just can't get over, again, that this is an ancient living fossil. And we use it to nourish our hair. It's so amazing to me. So last video I made, the first video of this new moon series, I pulled a card and the card was evergreens. And it was reconnecting to your vitality, your life force, what brings you life. And I talked a bit about having unalive thoughts and just the importance of staying and finding help and feeling love. And this honestly is still an uphill battle I'm working through. I've been experiencing a lot of mental health stuff recently throughout life, but it's been heightened a little bit lately just because of some recent trauma I've experienced. And I have been leaning on that card so much and just trying to get into the forest as much as I can, to be surrounded by the evergreen trees, to remind me of my vitality, of my life force, of the reason why I'm here, my purpose, my passion. Because it's so easy to lose that, especially with social media and the state of the world. So I hope you guys are still focusing on that and doing well. Get out and forage some spring plants. It'll really bring back your vitality, right? And that's the beauty of spring too, is most of the plants growing right now are so nourishing for cleansing our beings. And with season changes, we do need to focus on cleansing our physical body, our energetic body, our mental health, like clearing all that isn't serving us, right? So I guess back to foraging plants. Spring foraging, it's dandelion, cleavers, nettles. These plants that are so detoxing to our liver, our kidneys, these organs that do so much work in our bodies and deserve extra love, and especially when a season is changing and we're in spring, the height of allergy season. So any way you can support yourself in detoxing, cleansing, clearing what isn't serving you, now is a great time to do that. But overall, I just want to send you all love and just give reminders that I offer energy work now. So if you are feeling like you would like to clear your energy body, have a detox for your energy body, reach out to me. I would love to hold space for you. I do energy work. I have our Ka herbal hair care line that could also be in support of cleansing your scalp and your hair during this time. And I also am a musician, and I share my medicine through song. And you can listen to my music on all the platforms, all streaming platforms. And even my music can be a message of cleansing and clearing energy no longer serving you. I do lean into a more spiritual energy with my music because that's just who I am. I'm a Pisces stellium. So that's a little bit about me. That's a little bit about foraging, a little bit about plants. Go connect with horsetail, also known as shave grass. And before I began working with horsetail as a medicine, as an herb, I thought it was called water reed. I would see this growing, and sometimes you see it without the hairs, right? It's just the rod. And I just thought it was a water reed. And it was like one of my favorite plants when I would go to the river and just be like, look at this amazing water reed growing all over. And then as I deepened my herbalism practice, I learned this is shave grass. This is horsetail. This is a living fossil. This is one of the most nourishing plants that grows, and that is native to North America. So, and when I say North America, let's say Turtle Island. Let's be real here. We are not using the colonizer language. So thanks for having a little moment geeking out with me. I will be sharing a spotlight, an herbal spotlight about horsetail shave grass on my Instagram, which is kaw.herbalhaircare. You can find us on Instagram where I share about herbal hair care, remedies and rituals, and how to use our products, and also do spotlights about herbs. So I will be going deeper into horsetail on our Instagram, so you'll want to check that out. And thanks for just sitting with me in this beautiful nature and having a little chat. I'll see you next new moon.